Hello everyone, this is Madan. How are you all doing? Mr. Vikash Madan Walker and Mrs. Suman Madan Walker had a beautiful daughter. They also had a boy, Shree Walker. That beautiful daughter's name is Shraaddha Vikas Walker. She pursued a Bachelor of Mass Media degree at the Viva Institute of Technology but dropped out of it midway. She must have been a young girl with lots of dreams and full of life. Now we know that she was an independent and free-spirited girl. But she got involved with an evil person named Aftab Amin Poonawala. Let us see about the sad story of a beautiful and independent girl Shraaddha and her brutal murder which shocked India and to a large extent the world. Full of life. Now we know that she was a girl. Shraaddha was an innocent and spirited personality with a bright future ahead of her, was not aware of her fate. She went against her parents' protests and moved to Delhi to live with her live-in partner Aftab. Now, he turned out to be a monster who brutally killed her. Nowadays, in the world of social media and cultural shift, boys and girls, grown-up women and men register themselves in dating apps. They will find a suitable boy or girl, and there are indeed many cases where couples are happily living together after meeting in the app. Now, one such app is named as Bumble. They are very security conscious and it is different from other dating apps. In the sense, in this app, the boys or men cannot initiate contact, but the freedom is given to girls and women. If they find a boy or man they like, they have to make the first step and get into a relationship. That's where Shraaddha came upon the profile of Aftab and they connected somewhere in 2018. Later, they also joined a call center job together in Mumbai. Her parents were against a relationship with Aftab. Shraaddha was a Hindu and Aftab is a Muslim. But she was so in love with Aftab and so independent-minded that she said, I am 25 years old. I have full right to take my decisions. I want to have a living relationship with Aftab. You can assume you never had a daughter starting from today. Then she packed her belongings and left the house. Vikash and his late wife Suman Madan Walker attempted to stop her but she refused to listen. Even Amin Poonawala, father of Aftab, was against their relationship. He had said that they are Muslims and if Aftab marries a Hindu girl, in the current situation in the country, it will lead to communal tensions. But Aftab too refused to listen to his father. Aftab's father had said we were against their relationship and asked him not to be with her, but he never listened. I also warned him that in any untoward circumstances, with the current situation in the country, it will take some ugly communal angle. He also said that if my son has committed this gory crime, he must be punished. He must be given the strictest punishment. But if not, he must not be made a scapegoat for igniting communal passion, and I urge everyone not to communalize the incident. Now let us see some information on Aftab, the accused. Aftab searched and read about human anatomy in the internet. His previous job before joining the call center was as a hotel chef. This helped him in cutting Shraaddha into tiny bits. During the chef training, he was taught how to cut meat into small pieces and preserve them in refrigeration. According to the police, Aftab's former job as a chef helped him in clinically chopping Shraaddha's dead body into 35 pieces, cutting Shraaddha into tiny bits.
In a shocking revelation, the Delhi police on Monday stated that Aftab had searched on the internet for the method to clean the blood after murdering his live-in partner. Aftab also searched for Hollywood thriller movies and Dexter, a web series, to learn about how to hide evidence. This made him hide evidence for almost 3 months. On October 3, 2016, the murder accused shared a BuzzFeed article, which taught ways to chop fruits and vegetables like a professional chef. Just 6 years later, he used the same skills to slaughter his live-in partner. Now we shall see about how the relationship went after Shraaddha and Aftab started living together. It sadly turned to an abusive relationship. Aftab used to regularly beat Shraaddha. But Shraaddha didn't realize the true danger she was in. Aftab used to brutally abuse his live-in partner Shraaddha. It was so severe that Shraaddha was hospitalized in 2020 with severe back pain and bruises on her face. A medical report and photos from 2020 show that Shraaddha Walker was brutally abused by her live-in partner Aftab, and she was hospitalized in Vasai. The medical reports also reveal that she had been suffering from severe pain for 4 to 5 days before she was admitted to the hospital. After the murder, many of Shraaddha's friends came up and confirmed to the police that she was not happy with Aftab and wanted to desperately break her relationship with the accused. Now let us see about the crime and how the monster Aftab went about murdering Shraaddha. The abusive relation continued for more than 2 years. But Shraaddha felt that it will improve. But unfortunately it didn't improve. After her decision to continue her live-in relationship with Aftab, they shifted to Delhi in May this year. 3 days after they shifted, Aftab brutally murdered the woman and chopped her into 35 pieces on May 18th. According to Aftab's confession, he had said that more than a week before murdering Shraaddha on May 18, 2022, he had made up his mind to kill Shraaddha. Even on that day, they had a fight. He was determined to kill her, but suddenly she became emotional and started crying. So he postponed the murder. Sources say that on May 18th they had a fight and Shraaddha started screaming and crying. So in the fight, Aftab may have killed her. The monster part comes now. He cut Shraaddha into 35 pieces. How can a human being do this? That girl had chosen him, she took the first step and was thinking about a happy family life. How can a human kill someone who was so in love with him? She was crying. Even then the monster didn't have mercy and not only murdered her but cut her into 35 pieces. Then Aftab had specially purchased a refrigerator to store 35 pieces of Shraaddha's dead body. Later he began disposing of the body parts at different locations in and around Delhi during the night hours for the next 18 days. What did Aftab do after killing and cutting his live-in partner into pieces? Aftab stayed in the same room where he had murdered Shraaddha. He used to look at the face of Shraaddha as he had chopped off and kept in the refrigerator. Then he had cleaned the fridge after disposing of the body parts in various parts of Delhi. Then Aftab started going to his job at the call center. He used to return home at about 6 or 7 p.m. and then used to focus on the bits of Shraaddha preserved in the fridge for disposal. He used to wrap the body parts in black foil and throw them in the forest without the foil to escape suspicion. Then he had...
Now listen to this. Even when the body parts were in the fridge, Aftab rejoined the office and had once again installed the dating app Bumble. There he befriended a few girls. It is suspected that he had invited them to his home. There is at least one girl who has come out in the open. She is a psychologist by profession. She visited his house a couple of times in June and July when Shraaddha's body parts were still in the fridge and in the kitchen. Now we will see how did the murder case progress after her murder and how police cracked the case. Aftab was regularly updating Shraaddha's Instagram and other social media accounts to create an illusion that she was still alive. But Mr. Vikash Walker, a father of Shraaddha, suspected something was wrong when one of his son's friends, who was in touch with Shraaddha, informed him on September 14 that her mobile phone had been switched off for the last 2.5 months. Later, Shraaddha's father complained to Delhi police after she remained untraceable in the city. The Delhi police launched an investigation and eventually apprehended Aftab using technical surveillance. The accused during the interrogation confessed to the crime. Aftab Amin had said to the police that Shraaddha left his flat on May 22nd after the two had a fight. But police exposed his lies using phone and bank records. Aftab attempted to cover up the murder of Shraaddha by removing all material evidence. However, he left some digital evidence. The police found it and exposed Aftab as the murderer. Back then, he said that Shraaddha had left all her belongings in his flat and only carried her phone while leaving. He further claimed that since then, the two did not come in contact. However, while checking the phone call records of Aftab and Shraaddha and investigating their locations, the police uncovered the truth. The police obtained the bank statement of both Shraaddha and Aftab, which showed a transaction of Rs 54,000 from Shraddha's net banking account app to Aftab's account on May 26. The said transaction exposed Aftab lies in which he previously stated that Shraaddha was unreachable after May 22nd and that he was not in contact with her. Upon tracing the location of the May 26 bank transaction, it turned out to be the Mehroli police station area, which made police question Aftab if Shraaddha took her phone while leaving, then how can its location be traced to his flat? To this, Aftab had no answer and ultimately he confessed to his crime after further questioning by police. The accused Aftab told the police that he kept Shraddha's Instagram account updated for a month after killing her in order to avoid suspicion about her well-being and keep her alive in the eyes of her family and friends. In my opinion, I can say even now, independent-minded and bold girls and women still get abused by their partners. But this gruesome incident reminds us that there is evil living inside a few people and they are still among us. Please respect women, and I will end this video with this. Thanks for watching the video till the end. Please like, comment, subscribe and most importantly share the video widely. Thanks once again. Take care. Bye bye.